I don't get hit with like patriotism that often. It's like during the World Cup, yeah, and like when other countries talk a little too much shit, I'm like, all right, chill, that's my thing. But when the paint came off, I was like, this is the most hood shit in the world.
Can I tell you right now, the paint coming off doesn't happen in a regular pool.
No, I didn't know that was possible.
I also didn't know that was possible. Not just paint coming off isn't dissolving. Once huge chunks of paint were coming off that you could hold in your hand, I was like, oh, we're not a country anymore.
Hello, and welcome to the Precap, the Daily Show podcast where we sit down with this week's host to recap some of the latest news and preview what's coming up next. I'm Randall Otis. I'm one of the writers of the show, and I am joined today by your host this week, Josh Johnson.
Hey, man.
What's going on, buddy?
Not too much. How about you?
I'm good. Had a good Juneteenth.
Okay.
A lot of plans, barbecue, DJ set, drank too much of the barbecue, and went home.
Did you DJ?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, you said DJ set. So
it's Juneteenth. I'm not here to perform or do labor. This is my day to enjoy the fruits of other people's labor.
Mm-hmm.
If you're working on Juneteenth as a black person, a take where you try to be like down, but it's just the most elitist thing.
Yeah, you try to. Yeah, if through the conditions of living in the United States of America, you also happen to have to work on Juneteenth, then you should take a real good, long, hard look at yourself.
If you somehow haven't overcome, then you shouldn't enjoy Juneteenth. No, did you do anything?
I did work, yeah. I did shows, yeah. I was entertaining.
Tap dancing for the white man on Juneteenth.
No, so it was a good couple shows, had a good weekend, and then have been looking forward to this.
Are you hyped for this week? You got a lot of stuff that's going on. I mean, that's every week, but
sometimes you have too many things that are happening, and especially when you pick one, it becomes hard because then you pick the one that you're attached to, that you're like, ooh, we'll talk about this tomorrow, and then something will happen overnight.
The thing right now people are talking about is the reflecting pool,
yeah.
Which I love. You've been to DC?
I've been to DC, and I will also be talking about the reflecting pool for 2 weeks at least, like in group chats, in updates, because the updates are worse than the story.
Yeah, because with the reflecting pool, like when it first started, I honestly was like, look, it's a pool. I've dealt with, pools and having to upkeep stuff before, and yeah, sometimes you get algae, right? Now, though, I was like, oh, dog, you singularly messed this up. It should not be this bad.
You insert yourself in a way that only messed it up so much because no one remembers what it looked like before you wanted to fix it.
Yeah.
We just remember what it looks like today.
I have never thought about this thing.
I will also tell you right now that Trump is not a problem solver because this man is over here. Oh, no, the reflecting pool. Antifa did it, whatever. There's algae blooming in the pool, and you got the number one algae eater in your cabinet. Get RFK over there. That man would take one look at the reflecting pool and be like, soup.
He eats it all, and somehow it fixes his voice. It's like, that was it.
That was it. Wow. Whoa. Turns out someone just had to grab the thing in my throat.
Turns out I'm British, actually.
Yeah, because even when they were pouring the peroxide in there, I was like, oh, y'all, I don't know if that's good. Like now I'd be scared to walk past it.
Yeah, because now I'm like, I don't know
fumes.
what chemicals. You could make mustard gas on accident and just kill everybody.
And you heard about the duckling.
Oh, I saw that. Honestly, that was like the moment where I was like, oh, this is bad. I don't think you should be dying in the reflecting pool.
I'll tell you right now, too, that duckling is going to somehow do so much more damage than anything else this week. Like us being on the knife's edge of global disaster. Not just us. I know that as the U.S., we think that we're the only country that's ever existed. But like the world is having gas problems right now, oil problems right now off of this conflict. And I'm telling you right now, that single duckling is going to move the needle more than the global crisis that's incoming.
But like the paint coming off the bottom is nasty as hell.
The paint coming off
the bottom, that's what made me feel like, because I don't get hit with like patriotism that
Sure.
often. It's
Sure.
like during the World Cup, yeah, and like when other countries talk a little too much shit, I'm like, all right, chill, that's my thing. But when the paint came off, I was like, nigga, this is the most hood shit in the world.
Can I tell you right now, the paint coming off doesn't happen in a regular pool.
No, I didn't know that was possible.
I also didn't know that was possible. The paint coming off is the most ratchet. Like, and not just paint coming off isn't dissolving. Once huge chunks of paint were coming off that you could hold in your hand, I was like, oh, we're not a country anymore.
Even like MAGA people who were looking at the pool, they were like, oh, damn. Like, even they were like, I can't. I can't even.
Ooh, I can't abide this.
Oh, this looks bad.
Yeah.
Oh, right after we had the MMA fight, I'm saying, dude, we're about to have like flamingos and Chevys on cinder blocks.
There's gonna be we're starting to act like Trump's remodeling of DC does look post-apocalyptic.
I was about to say it's gonna be like I Am Legend. Will Smith is just gonna be driving around talking to mannequins.
Imagine if I Am Legend had a busy street, and that's what DC will look like with more Trump years. Like, it'll just be a dude with his dog. He doesn't need to talk to mannequins because there's so many people standing around that don't have a job because all the jobs have been given to AI. We tried to sue, but remember, also in the Big Beautiful Bill is a clause about suing companies and slowing down the U.S.'s progress in the AI field. So...
You know what? Also, because like the only times I see the reflecting pool as someone who doesn't live DC is like in photos, because there'll be all those historic events near the pool, like MLK's big speech. I was just imagining MLK being like, "I have a nigga, I have a just getting distracted by how gross it is."
Dude, because here's the thing, like some ponds, some lakes, rivers, green. Like it does have, like, algae is naturally occurring.
Yeah.
But when you promised blue and it's green, it somehow makes it look more green. It's actually 10 times greener than it probably is. Like, in our minds, it's 10 times greener than it actually is because we know it's supposed to be blue, or at the very best, at the very like best, super clear with a blue bottom.
Yeah.
Now, if the water was blue, let's say for a second that they had put blue food coloring in the reflected pool, we'd still be like, wow, the water's so clear since the bottom.
I think they're going to try. That's actually, I may try that. But then I don't know what, I'm not good at color theory. What does green and blue make? It's going to be like purple or something?
I mean, I know red and blue make purple. I feel like it's going to make like a sort of like cyan purple.
This is just an aside.
Uh-huh.
I do feel incredibly insecure not knowing what colors mix to make what color. I feel like somehow like everyone else got that in preschool or whatever, but my schools didn't because I'm from Florida.
Yeah.
So like there'll be like, this is a very rare thing, but times in my life and be like, oh, you know what this color makes? And I'm just like, no. I feel so embarrassed.
Red and blue, you know what that means.
It makes me feel like I'm the guy who has to go, it's to your left. That's how I feel with color. It's just a side note of my insecurity.
No, I feel that way with directions. Like I feel really insecure when people ask for directions and I can't tell them if it's north or east or whatever. Like, I know that way. I know it's that way. Like, you go that way and then you take a left and then you whatever. But north, south, east, and west is like the basis of of maps.
I think in New York, you should be able to do it because it's very simple.
What? I'm
just like Freedom Towers to the south.
Okay.
And then that's how you orient. Also, you just go, it goes up that way, down that way.
Yeah, no, I know that when you're going, when you're on like Manhattan and you're pointing towards something, you could just say north but the rest of the world.
Oh, no.
I have no frame of reference for where any of that is.
I can do it as long as it's not noon, because I'm like, okay, sun sets in the east, or rises in the east, sets in the west. But if it's new and I'm like, shit, nigga, I have no idea. This is where I have respect for. I feel like if you brought a caveman back to these times and he had this conversation, they'd be like, oh, they got dumber.
Well, no, I think the difference is if you brought that person back, we wouldn't know how to do common things for them, which would make us look very dumb, and then they would burn all of us for being witches.
Yeah, they'd be really strong. We wouldn't be able to stop them.
Yeah, they walk and eat well every day. They're from before we called it organic.
Yeah, they're all just like CrossFit people too.
Yeah.
Because all the weak ones are dead.
Yeah.
So if you meet anyone 18 above, they're going to rip your spine out of your torso. Just for no reason.
But yeah, I think that I've had this insecurity too where I'm like, oh man, if I could meet someone in my ancestry who was like a forager, they'd be so disappointed that I didn't know how to take care of myself in like a from the earth sort of way. Mm-hmm. But then also I would show them an iPhone and they'd be like, the glass does that?
Yeah. Do they even know what glass is? Like,
they
would only see it if it got like a lightning hit the beach.
Yeah. If lightning hit the beach and made a design. But even then, you probably like ended up keeping that thing as a keepsake from like the time that God waved at you.
Oh yeah, I think you could like take over the village. It's like, I've been blessed by the Lord. Speaking of blessings, this is not a transition. It has nothing to do with the Iran war. But I've been thinking about this. We were talking about this upstairs, but like we're at the it's similar to the reflecting pool in the sense of like in the early days of the Iran war, I'm like, this is stupid. This is ridiculous. But there's an easy way out of this, you know? Now, I'm legitimately like, I'm scared existentially of what is going to happen with the war. It was, you know what did it for me was seeing JD Vance in Switzerland. Because I'm like, the entire global economy rests on this guy. This gormless husk of a man who clearly cannot talk to people, is just awkward as hell. He's the guy who, I still remember the campaign video of him going to that like Dunkin' Donuts and just skeeving everybody out. Yeah,
just being like, oh, y'all glaze them here. It's every interaction this man has is so uncomfortable. He's like, well, do you remember when he gave that speech and he was talking about this is how badly he's wired. He was giving a speech and he was talking about talking to the troops beforehand and telling them a joke. Mm-hmm. And then they were like, oh, the crowd can't handle that. Like, that's too, like, politically incorrect of a joke.
Yeah.
But then he never says what the joke is. He just tells a story about telling the joke, and then the soldiers, apparently, the soldiers who definitely exist, said to him, sir, don't tell that one.
You crazy for this one, Jay.
But it would be like if you said, you crazy for this one, Jay, and then the song was over.
Yeah.
Like,
you know what it is. Next track.
Yeah. And then... also, the way that on camera he's been so awkward. He reminds me of Jim from The Office if there was no camera to look at.
Yeah.
Like, take all those moments where Jim looked at the camera in The Office and make it a real world, no documentary. It's like...
What are you looking at?
Yeah, what are you looking at, and why are you... We can see you. So what are you doing with your face right now?
He's like, oh, I thought no one would pay attention. And then also there's no ending to the episode, so you just have to still be there.
Yeah.
The amount of speeches where this man has said something and there's clearly an expected laugh or applause and just nothing happens.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh. And just, as a performer, I just hold my chest like,
yeah.
Oh.
I know that we do comedy, but it's a rough thing to have someone believe in what they're about to say so much that they literally, you can tell that the prompter says hold for laughter.
Yeah.
Because then even if they try to read past the hold for laughter, you can see their eyes darting around for a second and then they keep going. It's like,
and you're like, and I'm like, you're performing for a cult to bomb in front of the people who are supposed to, who are so emotionally invested in you that they would probably like, well, not you, but like your boss and the thing you're a part of. And for even them to be like, I can't muster up I can't give this to you, dog.
Yeah. And it's tough too, because you can tell that he wants to be president one day.
Mm-hmm.
So he's very much being like, this is a classic Trump deal, which is talking out of both sides of his mouth. Because on one hand, this is a classic Trump deal in that it's working, guys, it's working. Y'all are killing it. But also he's trying to right now, ahead of 2028, ahead of 2032, ahead of whenever he ends up running, he's trying to plant the seed right now that this is a classic Trump deal.
Yeah.
He's not like, this is classic American ingenuity. This is a classic Trump deal specifically.
Yeah, I didn't have anything to do with this.
I just found out about it with y'all. I'm mad too.
Well, I think the problem for Trump / us is like the way Trump gets past things is delay, right? Like with his court cases, he's like, I just got to keep delaying till the election's over. Or he has that refrain where he says, oh, it'll be done in 2 weeks. But in this situation, the enemy is time. It's like you will run out of time. So pushing things off actually makes it way worse. Yeah. So the only like tactic he has / we have actively hurts us. So I don't see the way out of this.
Yeah, it's a lot like when you wake up. This has happened to me a couple times where you don't set an alarm and you are still blessed enough to wake up exactly in time to leave for the airport. If you get up, pack, and brush your teeth right now and get an Uber, you'll make the flight. Yeah. You'll run, but you'll make the flight. But you would also love to risk it with 5 more minutes of sleep.
Yeah.
Because the thing that is so dumbfounding about a lot of this is that it wasn't a problem before you got involved. Mm-mm. Like, actually at all. So
I didn't know about the Strait.
Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know about this island. I didn't.
Clark, yeah.
I didn't know about a bunch of stuff. And so this was all brought on by you. Then you seem to have some sort of reluctance to doing the thing you say you're going to do, which is like attack. But then also you don't want any of the financial consequences of what comes with starting something with people you know nothing about. I also think that there's no difference to him, and to be fair, a lot of people in the U.S., there's no difference to him in one Middle East nation versus another.
Yeah.
And so you look at Afghanistan and Iraq and you're like, oh, we went in there and we were basically able to do what we wanted. Mm-hmm. So that's what I'll do here.
It's like, and meanwhile, it's like, no, Iran is like way more powerful than these people, than these other 2 countries.
You know,
it's way bigger.
This is very dumb, but what would have clued me in a long time ago was in that they did a documentary, technically a documentary series, but they did a documentary about Mr. Olympia. Mm-hmm. And they were talking at one point, I don't even know what brought this on because it truly wasn't on my mind. But they were talking about how it's Mr. Olympia. It's supposed to be the strongest and most fit and best physiques in the world. Yet so much of it comes from the U.S. and maybe a little bit of Europe. And Iran was like the only country that had like 3 dudes enter. I was like, that says a lot. That in this documentary, we're like, why is this sport so U.S. based? I know that we came up with it to a degree, but why aren't people flying from all over the world and everything to compete? Mm-hmm. And then you see some Europeans, so a couple Russians and a couple of like Bulgarians that are just huge, and then 3 Iranians.
You're just like, wait a minute.
If you had left it to sort of mainstream propaganda to tell you, none of them should be this tall or strong or fit.
Yeah.
And 3 of them, like, I can't stress this enough. Iran, not as a nation, but just like happenstance, Iran was represented by 3 people versus Russia's 1.
That would give me pause as well.
I'd be like, what's happening here? Because
how do y'all have the muscle technology to match? You know, the moment in the war that freaks me out, it was early on with I think it's their foreign minister. He's a guy who has like very nice hair. That's how I think about him. It was also weird because it's like we were interviewing him on just like CBS while actively at war, and he's just like, "Hello."
Yeah, yeah.
It was very
yeah.
trippy.
Yeah.
But the American anchor was like, "Are you nervous about a potential ground invasion from the U.S.?" And he just goes, "No, we are waiting for them." Just like that. And I was like, "That's
concerning.
That's concerning. That's a trap."
Yeah.
The confidence freaks me out. He's like, "I'm not concerned at all. Honestly, bring it." Because either they have something that you don't know about, or it's like, I don't give a fuck.
No, truly, some of them have been waiting for this their entire life.
Yeah.
Which is the biggest difference between other people that we've messed with or countries we've invaded versus them.
It's the difference between we did it on a whim and they've been planning for 47 years.
Dude,
so many contingency plans.
Have you seen a lot of like fights? Like
in person?
Yeah, just in person, like
I've
on
seen
the
a
street
few.
and stuff like that. It's such an interesting thing when somebody wants to fight. When someone's being messed with and they're like, you know what? God must have sent you. Because I've been wanting to beat the plaster out of somebody.
When they just take their shirt off immediately without any like build up, they're just like
a half of a push and they're like ready. I talked about how one time there was this, these people at, it was either Family Dollar or Dollar General or whatever, but they were getting robbed and they jumped the
robbers?
the dude robbing. Imagine now you work at like Family Dollar, Dollar General, something like that. Pull the gun, like they pull the gun on the people working there, and the people working there are like, oh yes,
and you,
because now there's people probably called the police like, don't call them yet. Let me get my stops in.
That's witnesses.
Yeah,
and they're not doing it to defend the dollar. They're not getting paid enough that they're doing this for work. This is for them.
No. This is to let it out. This is because I have not been allowed to do this my entire time working here. I've wanted to every day.
You are every customer I've ever dealt with.
Yeah.
And I am going to unleash the will of God onto you.
Imagine you are trying to rob a dollar store and then 3 people just Nikes in your back.
You start calling the police. I was robbing the store. They're whooping my ass.
Look, this is a disproportionate response. All right? I just want what was in the register.
After the 6th stomp, I think you're the criminal now.
Yeah, y'all are hitting me with my gun.
Oh my God. Part of me, I think about if the U.S. like truly is an oligarchy, right? Then what's coming in terms of like the potential impacts of this war is so great, and it would harm so many businesses that I'm thinking about. Have you seen Network?
No.
It's this movie where there's an anchor who kind of like has a mental break, and he starts preaching in very populist and borderline and like religious ways on the news, but they keep him on the news because he's getting like really good ratings. And then at one point he says something that breaks up some oil deal or whatever, and he gets called into this room that's like a giant room. It's very dark, long table. And then there's a man there, and he's like, "You have messed with the laws of nature." And he just explains capitalism to him. He's like, "Money has got taken out, and it must be put back. And you have interfered with that." And it's like, you can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
You can do your little reflection pool bullshit, but you don't touch the money. And now he is touching the money. So I'm like, where are the oligarchs stopping this? So I just don't know who is in charge of anything.
Yeah, but that's why I think the structure of it is that people here and abroad are far too comfortable with that sort of like patriarchal figure in place.
The savior. Someone's gonna come save us.
Yeah. It's like no, and also that could have been true for a few people in recent memory to a degree, but this person already said he doesn't care about you.
Yeah.
That's another crazy thing.
I don't care about the financial situation of Americans is a crazy thing to say.
It's a crazy thing to
up.
admit. That should be a hot mic moment.
I do not care.
And his it's like he lives to not make a hot mic necessary. He says all of his hot mic moments to you out loud in your face. Daytime. Like, it would even be different if this was a Dateline interview and it was at night and it's like, look, the president was tired and he misspoke, whatever. This is first thing in the morning.
And then he'll come out the day after. He's like, no, I meant that.
Yeah.
they'll like try to clean up. It's like, oh, he meant something else. Like, no.
No.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't think you heard me the first time, America.
Read my lips.
Yeah.
It just knocks out. That's why they couldn't send Trump to the negotiations. If you got a photo of the negotiations and Iranian like pointing at a map in figures, and Trump's just like,
That's crazy.
Oh my God. It's like, we all know, like, the whole art of the deal is BS, but like a week ago when he was on stage and he was like, I had to make a deal now. We were 4 weeks away from global catastrophe. I was like, nigga, don't tell them that. What? What? You never in negotiation be like, ooh, you really had me by the balls there. I'm like, we don't even have a deal.
Yeah.
We're just talking. And you just told the Iranians, it was like, oh, if we wait 3 more weeks, we can get whatever we want.
There was a movie. I can't remember what the movie was, but there was a movie where they're in this scene, this soldier who is like freshly in charge of troops is like, you scared? I'm scared too.
Yeah.
And it was all part of a bigger speech. But in my head, I was like, that one line was unnecessary.
Yeah.
that was like, I get it.
It's like, we all know, but don't say that.
Yeah, you're humanizing yourself and you're bringing them into the moment. You're being vulnerable. I get that. But now y'all have to run to gunfire. And so the fact that you start the speech, you scared? I'm scared too.
Hey, just so you know, nobody's really in charge. I don't know what I'm doing. We started this war on a whim. Good luck, everybody.
Just so you know, this is all going to be for nothing. That's important that you get that in your head right now.
1, 2, 3, for Monsanto. Raytheon. Remember who you're fighting for. Lehman Brothers Bank.
Yeah. It's disaster.
Part of the destructive part of me is like, it'll be interesting.
Sure.
I've never been in a depression.
I've been depressed, but I've never sat through like an economic downturn like this. Yeah.
Dust Bowl. I'll see like recipes from the Dust Bowl every once in a while. Water pie. They say it's not that bad.
What is water pie?
It's pie crust, water, sugar, like chunks of butter, and then like some congealing agent. And it's,
like baking soda?
Yeah, something like that. And then you bake it. Yeah, it's the Great Depression. You ain't getting
wait.
cuisine.
When did you have water pie?
I didn't have water pie because I have
you looked it up.
Water pie, yeah, made of flour, water, sugar, butter, and vanilla, and then
So where's the pie part? Because that's just crust, right?
No, because it's all that stuff. Like when you put that stuff in the water, it makes the water more like gelatinous to like fill the space.
Oh, so it's like Jell-O pie.
Kind of, I guess. It doesn't look bad.
No, it looks like lemon meringue.
Yeah. See, we can do a depression.
No.
Not even humoring it. Just
No, those things are not the same. They're not the same at all.
We'll get some great literature. There was some great literature during the Great Depression.
We can't read anymore.
Yeah, we can't. Someone writes Grapes of Wrath, like, nigga, I ain't reading that shit. Throw it across the wall.
Yeah, somebody's reading Grapes of Wrath. Like, this is the longest Insta post I've ever seen.
Boring, gay, and then you just go on TikTok.
Yeah. I don't know where we go from here, because it's like history will remember blah, blah, blah is what people have been saying. But I'm like, it seems like that doesn't matter, because we do remember the last time things went this bad and how people were acting like this.
And we're like, yeah, but like that we literally are like, well, we're built different. That's our thing.
Yeah.
They were dumb. We're not.
Even though we're doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's just that Arrested Development joke. It's like, does it ever work out for them? No, everyone thinks it does, but it never does.
Yeah.
But it might for us. It's my favorite joke in Arrested Development. But it might for us.
Yeah.
All right, so we're looking ahead and seeing what you might be covering this week.
I mean, I'm going to talk about the pool for a while.
Pool's going to be in there.
This is good. The pool goes crazy, but I also plan on talking a little bit about the Great American Festival or Fair or whatever this thing is that it was supposed to be versus what it's going to be. Because initially it was going to be like this big concert. They were going to have a big old concert, and they invited all the A-listers, and the A-listers said they were busy. And then they invited B, and B was B is kind of who they got, like a Bret Michaels and stuff.
Okay. Oh, the B list.
Yeah, the B list.
I thought there was an artist named B. I'm like,
no. That'd be a nightmare as far as like SEO.
Oh God, no. Yeah.
But then people start pulling out because it was clear that there's a difference between Freedom 250 and America 250, and they're different orgs. They do different things, and one is like completely apparently run by Trump, where the other one is like a bipartisan committee that's like, it'd be nice to have a new library opened, or whatever. And then he's the one that's like, let's have people do it, like pop wheelies on the White House lawn.
It is crazy to name them so similarly. For the president to do like what struggle artists on LimeWire did, where you just name your song, like,
for
Big Pimpin'.
Yeah, for the president to do what the parents of twins do.
I was like,
it's like, well,
Jalen and Kalen.
Yeah, one letter away. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. Talk about who pulled out, who's still in. Also,
we got Vanilla Ice.
Yeah, you got Vanilla Ice.
You gotta have your Vanilla Ice.
He'll stay till the end.
Yeah,
I think he will be chill doing it, even when they also ask him to leave.
I think he just needs a place to stay. I think that's what this is. Hey, man, my lease is up.
Hey, man, my lease is up. And the White House got a lot of windows, which means it must have a lot of rooms, which means you must have extra.
You're keeping the MMA stage there? You could put a tarp over that.
If you put a tarp over that, that's a whole apartment.
Plug up the walls, get some spackling for the cage.
Octagon shape. You can't run into the wall sharp if you tried.
That's what we keep our Vanilla Ice there. You can feed them if you want to.
That is, what a water pie is.
Vanilla Ice. You put in it's water, a little Vanilla Ice. Vanilla Ice literally is the ingredients to water pie.
Yeah.
Oh, this depression's coming. There's so many like signs from God who's like, prepare yourself.
Yeah, you should watch out for. I mean, maybe don't elect someone who bankrupted multiple casinos, but yeah, now that you're past that, you're just gonna have to get ready for that pang.
I was about to say I'm ready. I can't even joke it. I'm like, I'm scared.
No, I'm pretty scared. I am nervous. I'm nervous.
It's cool, you know. I had a fun bachelorette party this weekend. I've done all the things I need to do. Karaoke, man, that's the bucket list.
That's fair.
Are you watching the World Cup?
I'm watching some of the World Cup. I'm watching the World Cup once in a while. And how close are the U.S.'s chances?
Very low. I don't think we're bad.
I don't think we're bad either. We've been winning, but I don't know what the knockout round means. I assume that all of playing in FIFA was knockout.
All of our like foreign fans are just like these stupid American I'm like, I don't know. All I know is our women's team is really good.
Yeah, no, they're incredible.
And our men's team's like decent.
Yeah.
It would be bad for the world if we won. For us to, if we somehow pulled off a miracle,
yeah,
and this year out of out of all years we won, it would not be good. You would have to take the podium like, sorry.
You'd have to take the podium like, look, this is a sport which is different than policy.
We didn't have anything to do with that.
Yeah. We are also confused, by the way.
We don't like this either. But thank you for the trophy. Please don't assault us when we leave the stadium.
Yeah. No, because those fans are something else.
They get down.
Yeah. Here's the thing. We should definitely cut some of this because we know so little about
I don't know anything
World
about
Cup that it would actually distract and undercut all of our points.
Yeah. I'm like, Messi's short, Ronaldo's tall. They're both pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Argentina, Brazil?
Yeah, that last minute, we got to lose.
Yeah. So it's time for something we call Daily Show and Tell. So what's something that you've watched, read, listened to, argued about, or just been on your mind lately?
I read the graphic novel 5 Gears in Reverse by Ed Brubaker and Sean Phillips. And then I've just started reading the Invisible Man graphic novel by James Tynion.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward to finishing that one as well.
Very cool. Mine's not as unique. Saw Obsession. Loved it. I love horror movies in general. Probably one of my top 5.
So the thing with Obsession that I think is so perfectly done is not only is it about like getting what you want, everything like that, but the way in which, I'm not going to give anything away, but the way in which she scares him is actually how I've seen some dudes be scared before. Every once in a while you will be like, why is this 6 foot even dude scared of this tiny woman? And it's like, you haven't been around.
Yeah.
You haven't been around.
Haven't been there at midnight when she does the weird stuff she does.
Or you haven't like seen her really like act like she's ready to scrap with you, and you're like, how am I supposed to react to this?
It is funny too in terms of like the first half, not half, but like the very, very like early parts of the movie of her being, different. I'm like, the fear is very like male in terms of like, oh, what a crazy woman. And then it just immediately switched to like female fear of like, oh, this guy is the worst man to ever live.
I'm with someone unstable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the time we have for the pre-cap. I'm Randall Otis. Catch Josh Johnson hosting The Daily Show this week on Comedy Central, Paramount Plus, and right here in podcast form on The Daily Show, Ears Edition. Thank you, Josh.
Thanks, man.
Explore more shows from The Daily Show podcast universe by searching The Daily Show wherever you get your podcasts. Watch The Daily Show weeknights at 11, 10 Central on Comedy Central, and stream full episodes anytime on Paramount Plus.
This has been a Comedy Central podcast.